Hey, high levelers, Rayo Daniel here. And in this video, what I want to do is honestly, I want to convince you to upgrade to agency pro level inside of high level as soon as possible. And I want to give you 3 reasons why you should do that here. Because number one, I'm not looking to have you guys upgrade just to get the most expensive plan. There are features that you may be doing manual work for right now that could be completely automated. And there's additional money in the sum of thousands of dollars per month that you may be missing out on that you may not even know that you're missing out on. So this is why I want to create this quick video and sit back and show you and explain to you why I recommend people going to Agency Pro as soon as possible. Now, if you've watched any of my videos here, I don't always recommend people go directly into Agency Pro. I don't. If you're just getting started in high level, I recommend that you start with the starter plan. You get your business set up, you get 2 clients inside of the starter plan, and then once you get 2 clients inside of the starter plan, then you upgrade to Agency Pro. I do have a few exceptions I will be covering in here of why I do not feel Agency Pro would be a good use if your business meets these certain models. And I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But for the most part, if you're looking to get started, if you don't already have an existing digital marketing business or you don't have digital clients or anything like that, then I would say start out on the starter plan right away. Now, if you are a social media manager, if you create social media content, if you are a coach, if you already have clients or deal with digital clients, and you could be a website builder, then I really would recommend going to Agency Pro right away because there's a lot of benefits and there is a sort of headache. And I'm going to go over that whenever you upgrade from a lower plan like starter or unlimited, and then you finally go to a pro level. There is some additional work that needs to be done, and you might as well get that work done right up front initially when you get your account set up to make the rest of things easier. Because if believe it or not, the more and more clients you get at the starter or unlimited plan, the more work you have to do when you upgrade to Agency Pro. That's just the way it is. And again, I'm going to explain that here in just a little bit. But again, I want to make sure you understand I want to have everybody at the Agency Pro level, but there are some businesses that does not meet that model and it's not worth it for you to do so. Now I'm going to quickly cover just some of these business models, a couple of them that I've already experienced with affiliates of mine. By the way, if you're not familiar, I am an affiliate of GoHighLevel. I am looking to upgrade, and if you are upgrading to the Agency Pro, please use my link below. I will explain to you what you get when you upgrade. You'll become an affiliate of mine, and I have a ton of things that can help you grow your business. But the businesses here that I do not really recommend upgrading to Agency Pro are 2 specific business models that I've run across. Number one, if you are an insurance agent, okay, if you're an insurance agent and you're looking to use the high level platform to have like agents work underneath you, insurance agents work, and you just want to run your own company, you will need to get at least to the unlimited plan because you will most likely have more than 2 agents and you're going to give each agent, insurance agent, sort of their own business in a box, their own sub account inside of high level. At this point, because all of these agents really work for you, you're not necessarily rebilling them or you're charging them a small amount of money just to cover costs, but you're not really looking to get into the software as a service business. You could be an insurance agency that has 5, 10, 20 different insurance agents that work for you. You want to give them their own business in a box where they can have their own websites, their own emails, their own everything. Then that makes sense to you staying on the unlimited plan because it's exactly where you need to be. And there's really no benefit going to Agency Pro that's really going to help you in this particular case. Now, the second business model is very similar, but it's actually real estate in the real estate agent market. So here, if you're building a real estate team, I know a lot of people do this with inside of realtors, you start building a team of people. You have agents that work underneath you. You could have 5, 10, 20, 50 agents working in your team or working in your office. If this is the case and you're not, again, not looking to resell them the high level platform, you're just looking to give them their own business and you give that to them as a result of having them come work on your team, then those are the business models that I would say, no, do not work with Agency Pro and anything very similar to that. That particular model just doesn't really work if you're trying to provide a sub-account or a business in a box, forgive me, for all of the people that work under you, but you're not really looking to charge them for it, to actually become a software as a service provider. So those are the instances by which I would say you do not need Agency Pro. But anybody else after that, if you have clients, if you're looking to bill your clients for services every single month, then you absolutely need to get to Agency Pro right away. Let's hop in and explain a few reasons why. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's move on. So right here, these are the business models, the pricing models of the GoHighLevel platform. So a couple of the reasons I want to share are actually right here inside of the Agency Pro model that I want to sit back and expand and just show you a bit. So the very first one right here is SaaS mode auto sub-account creation. Now, you may not think this is a big deal, but in the starter plan and even in the unlimited plan, every time you get a new client that wants to buy your product or service, even if they're going through a sales funnel, a website or something like that, you can get a sale. People can buy your service and things like that through a funnel at those at those pricing levels. But the problem is that then you'll have to manually get their account created. Somebody will have to go through and go to the manual process, create it, find their business, get them loaded, manually type in everything, go and manually go to the user account, manually set up the user, manually set up the security for the user. That's another big one as well. So again, depending upon what you're offering to them, you may not give that person access to all the features inside of HighLevel. They may have access to only a few things, and then you want to turn everything else off because they're not paying for that. So again, I'm going to show you how in the Agency Pro level, you can actually configure all those settings and have that done for you automatically. So how much time does that take you every time you get a client that you have to configure their account, you have to configure their user account, send them their username and password, do all these other things that you need to do? How much time does that take? And number two, how many errors do you make during that? How many errors do you skip in there? Because typically people have their virtual assistants create their accounts. Again, no offense to virtual assistants or people in general, but people make mistakes. Sometimes you might forget to do a step, like you might forget to go in and turn off features inside of the account that they shouldn't have. And next thing you know, they can start using all these other features that you weren't planning on. And again, those features could have charges inside of HighLevel and so forth. So that could be a problem. So one way to completely automate that is to have the Agency Pro account. And inside of the Agency Pro, there's something called a SaaS configurator. This is really a cool magic tool. And this tool itself is really worth the $200 difference in the upgrade price because of all the problems and the ability that it's able to give you whenever you're setting up your accounts. So again, if you have the account set up inside of your Agency Pro and it's a SaaS account, whenever somebody goes to your funnel and buys something, whenever they go to your website and buy your service, then HighLevel automatically creates the sub account for them based upon the information that you collected whenever they signed up. The user account who signed up automatically gets a user account created. And then an email goes out to them saying, here's your login information for your new account. It's ready for you right away. So that step right there, if they're already going to purchase, and depending upon, I don't know if there's anything else you got configured like trials or things like that, we'll go over those here in a little bit. But that process right there can save you time, energy, and just effort of having to get the account created, get the user account created, get it configured so that they don't have access to things they're not supposed to. And that it's done automatically. So if somebody buys your service at Friday at 9 o'clock at night, they can log in and start working on their system right away on Friday and don't necessarily have to wait till Monday or Tuesday or whenever the account gets created before they have access to it. Because by then, who knows, they might actually have buyer's regret and want to cancel their service before you even get the account created. So this way, it's just really fast, it's quick, it's done automatically, and the sales process is tied directly into the SaaS configurator at the Agency Pro level. So that is my reason number one. Is that you have the auto account created and then the auto user configuration set up to where they don't get access to the features that particular plan doesn't have access to. Okay. Now the second feature, and this is the one where you're leaving money on the table, is the rebilling features. Let me explain. Rebilling is a feature that you get inside of HighLevel at the Agency Pro level, where you can mark the services up that HighLevel charges you, the agency owner, for basic services. So look here, rebilling enabled for email, SMS, voice, and AI features. So what does this mean? Besides being billed, in this case for Agency Pro at $497 a month, there are additional costs inside of HighLevel. I have a whole other video about that if you want to go take a look at it here, and I'll briefly go over that in the spreadsheet that I'm about to show you. But there are additional fees, emails that you send out, SMS that you send out, calls that you get in and out, the AI features that you use inside of HighLevel, all of them have small charges that get charged to you. Now, keep this in mind. When I say small charges, sending out 1,000 emails currently right now only costs 67 cents. So I'm not talking huge amounts of money here. Okay. I'm talking 1,000 emails, 67 cents, but there are small fees. And if you use thousands of emails, it could add up. Now, the rebilling feature is something that HighLevel gives you the ability to actually mark up those basic HighLevel services to a factor of multiplication of 1, 2. I think they allow you to go up to 10. You could charge up to 10 times your client what HighLevel charges you for this. Now, let me explain something to you. I just said that 1,000 emails cost you 67 cents. If you said, okay, let's just say we double that. So 67, $1.34. So now you told your client sending out 1,000 emails would cost you $1.34 per month. Do you really think that they're going to balk at that? They're going to be like, oh, okay, I can handle that. Not a problem. But if you do that, you doubled how much HighLevel is charging you, which means that HighLevel gets 67 cents. And now you as the agency owner make 67 cents off that same 1,000 emails that get sent out. Again, for every service, for every client, every month. See, that's where the power comes in. Now, if you're not familiar with it here, I'm going to show you the SaaS configurator and some of the options and things like that a little bit later on this video. But for right now, imagine that you could just simply move a little slider button that goes from 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. and any of those tenths of a percentage in between. And you get to set that. And you can set that for each particular plan that you have. So one plan could have a rebilling of 5, another plan could have a rebilling of 3. So, maybe a lower level plan has a higher rebilling factor. But if they buy a higher plan, like a $997 a month plan, then you might only rebill them 2x per month. Do you see what I mean? How you can set that up? But you're given the option to do that. Now, let me explain the power of this. Let me hop over, and I've got a spreadsheet that I like to show you. This right here is something called the Rebilling Calculator. And this is something that I created just to show people the power of how rebilling works and how much money you could be leaving on the table. Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly here. If you ever have questions about this, I have a whole video on my YouTube channel that goes over rebilling and goes over this in detail, but I'm just going to do this pretty quick here. Now, this right here are, at the time, this is all the services that HighLevel charges you for. Phone calls, SMS, emails, triggers, and I'm not going to go into all of it, but these are all the things that HighLevel charges you for additionally on top of your monthly subscription. So here's how much they charge you right here. So here's the agency rebilling. This is how much you could possibly rebill your client. And then this column represents how much profit you can make off of each one of these services based upon the rebilling factor. Now here, if we take a look here, these yellow ones are important. The yellow ones are the rebilling multiplier. So this is where you get to play with, if I only rebill them 2 times, how much would I make? If I only bill them 3 times or 4 times or 2.2 times, whatever, how much would I make? This is where you can play with this. Now, I'm going to just explain this to you here. I've got a rebilling multiplier of 3. Personally, that's where I have mine at. But number of clients, this is where the number of clients that you get, the higher they go, the more money that you make. Okay. But I just want to show you here. Let's just assume here this usage information. Let's just assume that your client, each client, you've got 35 clients. Okay. And let's just say, I'm just going to do this. Let me just make this 5. Let's just say you have 5 clients. Be reasonable. And each one of these sends 500 SMS segments out a month, 500 emails. They get 300 inbound calls, which is honestly over a month is not a whole lot. And then they make 150 outbound calls. And then basically we have some email verification. So there's a small charge whenever you're sending out email to verify the email's good. Review AIs, you've got 50 reviews coming in every month. You've got 250 conversations that go back and forth on your website every month. And you've got 250 minutes of voice AI time using the AI system and 50 autocomplete addresses. So I just made a very basic level of not trying to mark them up too high. I'm not saying that they're going to be doing thousands, but I'm just saying at this point, if you have the rebilling set to 3 and you have 5 clients, then right now, this right here is how much you're actually making. Agency profiting on usage, okay? $510.86. So 5 clients, 3 form factor rebilling. If the clients use this much in usage inside of HighLevel, you make an additional $510.86. Now, if you were not at Agency Pro, if you were at the unlimited plan, which again, you could be at the unlimited plan, and you were doing the exact same thing with the exact same 5 clients, that's $510.86 per month you are not getting. So let me ask you this. If Agency Pro only costs $200 more per month, and you could potentially make $510 a month at this, would it only make logical business sense to upgrade to Agency Pro? Because you're losing $310 a month every single month, and that's just for right now. Let's just assume in the future you get really creative and you're like, hey, let me get up to 30 clients. So now I keep growing, I keep adding people to my services. Now look how much money that you're making. $3,065.17. Okay, that $200 for the upgrade cost going from unlimited to Agency Pro doesn't seem to be that big anymore. Because now we're not even talking about how much money you're charging them for high-level services every month. You could be charging them $200, $500, $800 a month. I'm not talking about that money. You're already making that money yourself in addition to this money right here that you're getting. I wouldn't say for free, but you are using the rebilling feature to actually make money off of your customers. And HighLevel allows you to do this, but only with the Agency Pro. So this right here, this one thing on top of the auto account creation and the ability to sit back and not have to worry about that and save your VA or whoever hours of time and potential mistakes of messing that up, you get the rebilling feature too. So these 2 things alone should be enough to sit back and say, that's crazy. I'm upgrading to Agency Pro. By the way, my little plug, if you're going to upgrade to Agency Pro, click on my upgrade link inside of this video description because I just want to take a quick minute and show you what you get. So here is my sign up page. Now you will not see this whenever you go to the upgrade page because the upgrade page is different. Now, if you haven't signed up for HighLevel at all and you want to sign up for my 30-day free trial, you do come to this particular page, but I have a ton of stuff going on here. I have stuff from Frank Kern, Billy Jean that is incorporated into some snapshots for you. Here's everything that you end up getting. I even built a new AI employee snapshot that can allow you to set up an AI agency literally within hours after getting this stuff installed. This is something relatively new that I just put in place. If you want to do cold email, there's a whole other snapshot. I show you and teach you how to do cold email outreach. There's a 30-day action plan to success. So every day you'll get an email from me saying, this is what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be doing, and moving you forward and forward. And on top of that, there are just other things that I give you inside of here. More importantly, access to me, and I'm here to help you be successful. So these are all the other things that you get when you sign up as an upgrade with me. So again, if you upgrade, please go ahead and do the upgrade to Agency Pro, but you will have to notify me via my email address. It's on my YouTube channel, and let me know that you upgraded, and then I'll have to manually sit back and get you access to all these bonuses. But this is everything that you get. And this is, I don't even have a number that expresses how much value this is in actual numbers, because I haven't really done that. But the next thing I want to sit back and show you is the third thing. So right now, on top of this, we went over the auto account creation. Rule number one, that's a little bit, that's cool. That's going to save you some time and effort. But the rebilling, on the rebilling calculator, that's huge. That's thousands of dollars that you could be making extra on top of the money that you're already charging your customers for it already. Now, the third thing that I want to sit back and show you is just simplicity. The power of not having to do all of the product, Stripe, account configuration, and setup. If you're like me, I go into my Stripe account to just look how much money I'm making and some other things when it comes tax season and things like that. But if I had to go in and manually create a product and then manually adjust a bunch of things that the SaaS configurator, this tool does for me automatically, I would literally be bald because I would pull out all of my hair. I literally would. So let me explain to you what I mean here. So right now, when I say simplicity, just how easy when you get the SaaS configurator tool, it's going to, number one, allow you to do the auto account creation. This tool does that for you. Number two, it gives you the ability to do the rebilling inside of it. But I also want to show you some of the other things that this tool does into your Stripe account that helps you out automatically with not having to configure these products manually. So let's go ahead and just take a quick look here. Here are the different plans that you could possibly have, and yours could be different. But let's just say these is an essential plan. This is like a low-level plan. I don't use this one, by the way. This is just one of the ones that HighLevel, I think, builds for you by default. But if you come in and look at the edit details feature here, when you go into edit details, one of the things you can sit back and do is price both monthly and annual plans. So it builds two separate plans for you to allow people to do monthly subscriptions or annual subscriptions. It actually manually sets the number of users. So here before, HighLevel is typically unlimited everything. Unlimited users, unlimited contacts, unlimited websites, unlimited funnels. That's one of the biggest things that attracted me to HighLevel years ago, is that they didn't nickel and dime you off. You can only have 2 websites. You can only have 1 domain on this package, and then you have to upgrade another $300 to get a second domain or something dumb like that. I love the fact that they're unlimited everything, but in the SaaS configurator, they allow you to limit what your clients can do so that your clients could possibly upgrade later. So if you wanted to, you could sit back and set a user limit. You can set a contact limit. That's some things that you can do here. Here's where you can simply set, these are all the features that HighLevel gives you. So you can just simply click on something and say, I'm allowing this package to have access to it, or unclick it to say no. Now, remember when I said the auto account creation, you go back and you have the user account automatically configured for the features that they should have access to? This is how HighLevel knows what features they have access to. If it's highlighted here, then they get access to it when their account's created. If they don't have access to it, then that feature is hidden. It's all part of the security whenever they do that. So that's another great feature right here that you get. Now, the other benefit here, if you don't see this, attach snapshot. So I know we really haven't talked about snapshots in here, but just think of a snapshot as a bunch of pre-configured stuff, websites, forms, email templates, all the things that you could potentially build inside of HighLevel that when somebody creates the account, automatically, HighLevel will actually take that snapshot and then apply that snapshot to the account that gets created so that all of that stuff is in there and you don't have to do it later. And again, you can also set up custom menu links for this particular one, but I won't go into that right now. So again, some of these add-ons, here is where the power of the SaaS configurator comes in, because right now, HighLevel is really pushing AI employee. All the AI features inside of HighLevel, you could sit back and have an unlimited use of those with an additional cost of $97 per month. Now, HighLevel does have promotions going on with this, but for AI employee, let's just say if you wanted to charge your customer for the AI employee unlimited plan to be automatically built in there, like you're going to charge them $800 a month, but you're going to be able to get AI unlimited with that all the time. So all you have to do is come in here and say, boop, that's it. That's all you have to do for the add-on to say, this is what I want to give, and this is becoming a part of the package that I'm charging my customer. Now, what this means is that instead of being billed separately for, let's just say you're billing them $500 a month, and then, oh, I'm going to have to charge you now $97 a month for the AI employee. Now, for WhatsApp, I'm going to charge you another $30 a month for WhatsApp, and I'm going to charge you another, you see what I mean? Now you're nickel and diming that customer, and that could really irritate people. Like, I got a subscription, and then I got all these add-ons I'm paying for that is really costing me a lot more. versus just saying, hey, I'm going to charge you $800 a month and all of this stuff is automatically included. Like you can offer them WordPress and WhatsApp and AI employee all within their package, and HighLevel charges you, the agency owner, for these, and you in turn collect that money from your customer automatically. Oh, here's an actual bonus, fourth item that I wasn't planning on actually giving you, but it just popped up in my head, is that with the Agency Pro plan, all of the stuff that you're going to be able to bill is done automatically. So whenever somebody signs up for a credit card account gets added to the account, you don't need to worry about how much the charges are for all of those emails and things on the rebilling that we talked about. You don't need to worry about how much to charge them for that. All you need to do is come in here to the rebilling area. You got this nice little slider right here that you can move all the way up and down. And you can do this for each one of them. So phone system, you might charge one. Email, you might charge a different sliding scale for that one. It's completely up to you. But what to think about it is that you don't have to configure what that bill is every month, because HighLevel will do it for you. It might say, okay, phone system is 3X. You use X number of minutes. Here's how much I'm going to bill you. And it bills their credit card automatically every month. You don't need to have an accountant invoice them for this every single month. It's just done. And it works automatically. Now, again, I'm going to sit back and stress. If you're unlimited for $297 a month, isn't all of this stuff worth an additional $200 a month? Don't you think that you're actually losing money by staying on the unlimited plan unless you meet one of those business models I told you about earlier? I'm just saying. This is why I wanted to create this video and show you that you're leaving money on the table if you're not upgrading. Again, besides the add-ons, the trials and credits are something else. Actually putting a trial period in, if you want to have a trial period, or activating credits. If you had to manually go into Stripe, now HighLevel can create the product for you, but if you had to manually go into Stripe and then configure the trials and configure the credits and configure, I would cry. I would literally cry if I had to do that. And the SaaS configurator does all of this stuff for you. All you do is come in here and just toggle a button, trial period, 8 days, whatever that is, save, boom. Now the account is automatically updated. When somebody signs up for this on your website or your funnel, this is exactly what they get. Automatically configured inside of Stripe. The billing, everything else is done. The account creation's already done. The rebilling's already done. Everything is already finished with this. So these are just a couple of the reasons why I say upgrading the Agency Pro is literally mandatory. You need to do this for your business, as well as just for your sanity of not having to do these repetitive tasks over and over again, and let HighLevel, the Agency Pro model, that agency plan, do all the work for you. Okay. So anyway, those are a couple things, but I want to go over just another couple of things about the SaaS configurator that I think are pretty cool that I want to be able to show you. Number one is the security. Now, if you ever have, I know with me on my particular website, I get people testing stolen credit cards a lot. I don't know why that happens, but people will sign up with an account with a stolen credit card just to see if it works and see if the card is still active and things like that. But what that happens is that once the account gets created and then a Stripe charges them $500, $800 a month, whatever it is for that particular plan, then a month later goes by and it's like, start charging them again. And next thing, oh, the credit card's stolen. Now Stripe pulls that money back out of your account because it's a stolen credit card. That becomes a problem because that can really start hurting your business if you start getting a lot of that. And not only that, it's just a pain to deal with. So HighLevel created a new feature for being able to actually pause new sub-accounts that are created. So if somebody creates an account, the account automatically gets created, but it gets paused in the middle and allows you to go in and say, okay, this is a valid account. Let me go ahead and move forward with it. For instance, you can call the person up and talk to them before you actually activate it and they get moved on. You can do that yourself if you want to. Okay. So that's a security feature that HighLevel put in, and you'll see the request down here. You'll come in and you'll just get like an approve or a decline, something like that button that you can check. So you can definitely do that as well. Now, some of the other things that are pretty cool that you can do inside of the SaaS Agency Pro is you can sit back and suspend any sub-account when their subscription fails. Now, why is this important? Everything inside of the Agency Pro runs from somebody putting in a credit card and automatically billing that credit card for the subscription, as well as all of the rebilling and everything, any of the other charges that you may have for them automatically. Yeah, that's automatically done for you. Now, what happens if their credit card fails? What happens if the charges, they're over the limit and they can't charge this month? What happens if the card expires and they need to go and put in a new 3 or 4 digit code in on there to make it work? How do you know that? You see what I mean? How do you, the agency owner, know that? You can actually come in here and suspend the sub account whenever the billing fails. So again, the owner may know that the card needs to be updated, but whenever they log in the next morning and it comes up with a little screen that says, your account has been paused for billing reasons, please contact your provider immediately. And then you just simply say, oh, and on that same screen, by the way, it does give the person the ability to click on this and update their credit card. So they could do that, and the agency owner the business owner could be like, oh, my credit card, I got a new card, or I need to update this card. So they click on it, go update their card inside of Stripe. Stripe builds, their account gets activated right away, and you never have to deal with any of that. The SaaS configurator does all of that stuff for you. And I'm telling you, for $200 a month, this is a no-brainer for all of these things that you get. Now, with the value, hopefully, that you got from this video, if you want to keep getting more and more value like this and you're looking to upgrade or even sign up for high level, I urge you to use my affiliate link. You get access to all of the bonuses I show you. You get access to me to help you be successful. And again, I'm here for you. I keep producing more and more stuff to give to my affiliates to help them be more successful. Again, like the AI Snapshot. That is something recently that I just created and wanted to give to people to help create and get them on board with doing AI very quickly if they want to add that as an additional service. So guys, thanks so much for hanging in there with me. Again, I appreciate it. Hit the like button, leave me a comment if you think this was useful or helpful, and I appreciate you as always. Bye-bye.